What's going on, everybody? It's Grit Smitten back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sp404sx, which originally came out in 2005, and why I think it's still a good get and why I still use it in my set in 2022. So if that's what you're interested in, stick around. So this isn't going to be a full walkthrough or a review on this piece of gear. There's tons of those out there. This is just going to be, like a layman's term, exactly what I use it for in my rig. So if you're looking for a review or a walkthrough, go hit some other videos up. I just want to describe how I use this piece of gear and why I think it's still currently relevant as like a tool for you to use for live performance. So there's two main ways that I use this piece of gear within this setup, because this setup is subject to change every time I sit down, depending on what I'm wanting to play. The first way that I use it is just loading it up with drum samples and laying down drum tracks as the first loop whenever I'm jamming with one of my friends, and then I go back and play the OP1 or different synths on top of it. So, I mean, just like got all my different sounds loaded up in here. Currently, I only have drum one-shot samples on here, but I normally will have other pages where it'll be vocal chops, little snippets like samples of tracks and stuff like that that I also want to put when we're making these loop songs together. The second main way that I use the Sp404 is last in chain effects unit from my looper out. That being said, the only thing that I do is run everything out before it hits back to the mixer or before I send it to the camera or anything like that. I just run it through here, and I have these preloaded little effects that come with the Sp404, like you've heard before, the isolator, the looper, which I use that one the most, and delay, and then it just runs straight out to my camera. And so it's just the last in lane, so I can loop something onto here, and then before it comes out, it's just like a DJ effects, rather than spending a ton of money and getting like a really good built-in effects DJ mixer. Basically, I'm using the same thing. So there are way more uses for the Sp404sx. You can use it as a complete music making tool. When you're on the go, it can run off batteries. You can use it to sample things and create full tracks. I just don't seem to be doing that a lot. I'd much rather I build stuff in my OP1 or in Ableton, and then I slice things out to specifically put on the SP. Mine's more or less a sampler in the forefront or just an effects rack in the back. That's the only two main uses that I use it for, but I do love this specific piece of gear for those two things, and I use it all the time. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. And if you have any questions on any other piece of gear that I have on my table currently, drop it in the comments and that'll be the next video. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.